Hey everybody, it is Erica with Save On Designs, and I have a quick little tutorial to show you some keychains that I have made, and these are actually kind of the same style as some others that I have before. So the general design and process of putting them together is more or less the same. You may have seen these on my Etsy page, and they are just little scrap busting keychains. But what makes them fun is they're 2 layers, so you get to do a couple different materials, sometimes 3 or 4 different materials if the design allows for it. The paw prints have been pretty popular. This is another one in the same file that has a little scored design in it. And I've got these, I've got some Southwestern ones. I think there's some peace signs. Sunflowers are kind of the same 2-layer inset design. So there's a few options there, and I've wanted to do some sea turtles for a while, and you can see this guy is just the 2 layers, hasn't been fully put together yet. And so I started working on those and thought, well, goodness, it's still summer. I really wanted to do a little, maybe a palm tree to go with the turtles, but then I decided to do some other designs with the turtles. Anyway, I've got actually 4 new files. So first is going to be these sea turtles, and I have done the others that I've done, like these paw prints with wood. These are, and you can use different kinds of woods. They're great scrap busters. For me, when I make my coasters, I always end up with a circle of wood in the middle that doesn't get used with 3M on it. So these are perfect. The bottom layer does not have 3M. Let me find one that's not put together yet. Here we go. So the bottom layer is just wood. This is eco-coated wood, so it's real wood with the coating already on it from Smokey Hill. Their eco woods work as well. I've done some paw prints in those. And now I'm adding some acrylic scrap from those same coasters that I end up with. Just that I have all the cutouts, and then I have all these edges and in between all the circles that are perfect for these little pieces. So I'm just going to show you really quick. They are basically 2 layers, and we'll start with this little dolphin guy. He is not fully cleaned, so I'm actually going to clean him up a little bit. So he is on either maple or birch. Kind of looks like maple. Eco-coated wood. So I'm just going to clean him up. I am using the rainbow cleaner that I get from Smokey Hill that is recommended for their products and doesn't have any chemicals that mess with the acrylics or the woods. So I'm just going to clean that laser schmutz off of him, and I should probably put them together and then clean it off. So top layer is cut without 3M. It's plain on both sides, and then the top layers, you could glue them if you want. The middle piece probably wouldn't be bad to glue. The border might be a little tough, but it's got 3M on it as well. So here is this little skull. I did 3 kind of beachy ones, and then felt like, well, I'm not anywhere near a beach, so I needed to do something that was a little more Colorado-ish, and so I did some cowboy things. I think we may have rodeo in town, or just had rodeo in town. It's always a big deal. There was one year, a few years ago, a bull got loose downtown, and the riders had to ride down the streets and get it roped in. Very cool. Lots of good video. So for the 3M, super easy weeding tool. Definitely a tool I don't know that I could live without. They are just cut, they slide right in, boom. And what's great about these two is you can mix and match if you have different ones. I cut this. So somewhere around here I have a dolphin that's in the maple that I could then put into the dolphin that I cut out of cherry to get this middle piece. So you can even use the scraps of the scraps, which is nice. So this guy Again, the glue might be okay if you're going to go for the middle pieces. I'd like the outside to at least have, because you could drop some glue in there and it'd probably be okay. But 3M is my best friend for sure. And that is really all there is to these. So they are super simple. They give a really nice finished look, and they're pretty sturdy. When you're looking at that being a keychain, it's a little bit sturdier. I can sell these all day long for $10 to $12. And since they're usually scrap, I'd rather go 10 and actually sell a few more, because they really don't cost me a whole lot. I do finish these. I'll show you really quick. This is a keychain thingy. It's got those two little edges. One's going to fit in the hole of the other. So I'm going to put the fat end on the bottom and put my keyring over that, and then I can just push it into place. And that's all there is to the keychain thingies. Somebody could easily take that off and replace it if they want something fancier, but it doesn't take away from the look at all. Kind of keeps it a little neutral, and voila, we have this cute little dolphin keychain. So let me show you some of the other things I did with the acrylic. I showed the sea turtles. And this acrylic, this is what I use for my coasters. So it is Smokey Hill patternply. The pattern is printed on one side of clear acrylic and not on the other. So when you take the paper off, you can see the pattern through it. So it kind of creates this sort of see-through glassy type look. And this is one of the turquoise, realistic turquoise maybe, that I made some coasters with and have this extra. And I think they look so super cute with that. And yeah, again, cut with 3M on them, popped them right in there. These aren't fully cleaned yet, but you can see, oh, I don't remember the name of this one. It's kind of one of those sagey ones, and it's got like some smoky looking stuff across it. So that looked kind of cute, I thought. I didn't have a ton of options. I know I had some sea, the beachy and the sea print that they have, because I made some coasters out of it and I couldn't find it anywhere. I would have used it for some of these. But I'm gonna assemble one of these start to finish. So this is that cow head. And where is his insert? So I cut all 3 pieces there. I am going to use my little weeding tool here so I don't ruin my nails. Lining up can sometimes be tricky, but I usually just kind of, the more places I can put my fingers around it to kind of feel it push together. Double check it. You do have a little leeway with 3M. I could kind of move it a little bit more to get it just in the place I want. And once that's where I want it, I'm going to push down, because that's really what activates that 3M. Now I have this piece of acrylic. We can't see the design on it because it is masked. And the tool that I like to use is this. It is a plastic razor blade, and I will link that in the comments or in the description, video description. From Amazon, super inexpensive and very helpful, because if you use the weeding tool, you are going to scratch that acrylic and you will be able to see that line. And that did not come off very nice. Look at that little cow print. Weeding tool for the back. And now he's sticky there, and you can really see, you can see that design and then see it show through on the other side. And we're just gonna pop him right in there and put a keychain thingy on him, and he is done. So I did a few cow prints. These are the 3 that come in that file, and it's the head, the hat, and the little horseshoe, which are definitely really cute. The other file is the turtles. I showed the turtles. And then I have a file with, and these aren't cleaned yet, pineapple, a flip-flop, And oh, the palm tree, which I need to cut. Oops, a few more pieces there. I thought I had one already lined up. Oh, right there, right in front of my face. So this one I've used cherry, sapele, and either maple or birch. That one looks maybe like birch. In this one, I'm going to find some other acrylic I can use for the rest of this because it just didn't look quite right with the wood in there. So again, you just peel and stick all those in there. I'm not going to keep going over and over that. I did want to show you one more thing, a little trick that I accidentally learned when I was gluing before 3M became my best friend, and I was gluing some ornaments with black, like flecks in the middle with black, like a sun catcher, but they were Christmas ornaments. And I am terrible with the super glue. So I got some super glue remover. And what I found with the super glue remover is that it also removes laser schmutz really nicely. So if you had some acrylic that didn't happen to be masked and you get that little laser ring, you can take just a little bit of this and it cleans it right off. And then you have it for when you have super glue accidents, which happens almost every time I use super glue. So, and this one did happen to not be masked. I had already cleaned it up, so we can't really see those results as nicely, but it worked beautifully. You don't see any of that laser schmutz film that gets on the acrylic. And I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to not mask some of these smaller pieces. I did have these masked and I had to peel off the top of all those tiny pieces. So would have definitely been better if I had unmasked it and just cut them and then cleaned them off afterwards. And I think that is basically it. Oh, the other piece of this file is every base comes with both the key ring at the top and a, oh, he's not glued in, and a base with no ring, so you could make this a magnet. Ooh. And I think that's really it. Just a fun, great little scrap busting file. And lots of options. These are easy makes. They're easier makes for me. So maybe I'll have more of them come out if you guys like this in some different themes. But these are really fun and kind of the end of summer. And so I can start focusing on some fall designs, which I'm super excited about. But I kind of wanted this. Actually, I have one more last good summer thing, which I'll do another tutorial on soon and share with you guys. But otherwise, I think that's it. And thank you for watching. And I hope everybody has a great day. If you came across this video and you are in the laser world at all and want to be part of the group, it is Laser Love with Save On Designs, and that's on Facebook, and we would love to have you. Thank you.